Hi, hello, welcome. It's Pip Todman here from queenpipcards.com and the Card Making Know-How membership, where I teach people how to go from beginner to confident card maker expert in 4 easy stages. So today I'm doing a quick tip video on how to clean your paper trimmer because it happens to all of us. We get it mucky, we get stuff in the grooves just from constant use and from using it with different materials, etc. But honestly, if you clean your trimmer, it makes such a difference to your cutting quality. So, first of all, I'm going to be using the Stampin' Up trimmer here. This is the one that I recommend and prefer. I'm going to turn it this way so you can see all of it, but normally I have it up the other way. So, this is your trimmer guide rail, okay, here, and here are your blades. This is your scoring blade and your cutting blade here. And then this is what I call the bed of the trimmer. And in here is the groove of the trimmer, okay? Now, I'm going to come down. Actually, if I turn it this way, I can probably get in close with my camera and give you a really, oops, hopefully, a really good detailed look at the gunk that's inside this groove. See here? Can you see that stuff in there? So what I do is I take a stippling brush. You can buy this from any craft shop. Um, this is a Pergamano one, number 3. It's basically just a really firm bristled brush. So actually you could use anything you wanted. I just happen to use this one. And I sweep it up the channel like this, right from the bottom, all the way up the top. And can you see all this stuff that's coming out here? And then you can just see it coming, like all of that stuff that's stuck here in your trimmer. That is making your cuts really difficult, okay? And it's all coming out on my table here, but that's fine. I can hoover that up in a minute. So keep doing that until you're confident that you have cleaned out everything that's in that channel. That's the first thing that I do, okay? And then I'm going to come back to it at the end after I've finished everything else. Okay, so let's make this a little bit bigger now. So the other thing that needs cleaning, often gets forgotten, is this here, okay? Because this is where I cut the majority of my cardstock. So this can get all filled with dust and stuff like that, but it can also get glue on it if you have any, if you cut any cardstock that's already got glue on it. It can get dusty, etc. So I'm going to clean that. And then you need to clean the actual base of your trimmer as well. So to do that, I use some very, very high-tech equipment, not really. Um, I just use a piece of paper towel, okay, and then I use this. This is Specialist Motorbike Brake Cleaner. It's by WD-40, but there's other options available. But this brake cleaner cuts through glue, grease, grime, anything, because of course it's used for safety to make sure that the brakes are clean on motorbikes. Sean used to have a motorbike, that's why I know about it. And that's where I nicked it from. Because one time I was trying to clean my scissors and my blocks and everything, and I'm like, "Oh, I can't get all this glue off." And he said, "Well, why don't you just try some of my brake cleaner?" It was a revelation. So all I do is I spray on the base, get my trusty piece of paper towel and run it all over. And you can see it coming off here, and you can see it on there. Look how dirty that is, right? And you wouldn't really know that your trimmer was that dirty unless you gave it a clean. But honestly, you will be surprised how bad your trimmer actually is after just a little bit of use, just regular use. It's not like I put it, I mean, okay, I do quite a lot of card making, it's kind of my job. But it even so, I'm generally careful with what I do. I try not to be too drastic and put loads of gluey stuff all over it. But it's amazing how much it gets off. Just look at that. That's grimy, isn't it? And I clean mine on a regular basis. If you haven't cleaned yours for a while, then just be prepared to be here for a bit. And then I'm going to go back down this channel because I sprayed all over that. Just make sure it evaporates really quickly, but it'll just help to keep that clean in there. And then I turn it over And I don't like taking this arm off, but you can take it off. It's got like a little, you have to pull it here, pull it from one side and pull it on the other side. I don't normally bother, but since I'm doing it on a video, I will, because it's easier for you to see. Take the main body out of the way. Right, so here, this is the bottom where you can see there's a little hopefully you can see there's a little extra wide bit here where your blades come in and out. I don't want to take them out. I just want to move them down. This is the top. Now, I generally cut more on the top than I do the bottom, and I can feel that this has got a bit gummed up. So again, this time you can either spray it directly on. It's going to go through the hole, so just be aware of what's underneath because it is brake cleaner, so it will, take off varnish and stuff like that. You don't want to kill what's underneath. Or you can just spray it on your actual piece of kitchen towel. And you just rub it up and down like this. And it just gets all that grime off. So just keep doing that all the way. And if it dries out, because it will dry out, add a bit more if you want directly to the cloth, or to the paper towel rather. And then just keep going. And honestly, your trimmer will come up like new and it will glide. So, sometimes you get that sort of sticky feeling where, oh, it's just not going through the tracks well. I don't understand. Be careful when you rub across your cutting blade. You don't want to cut your finger. Okay, but you can give it a little clean as well and your scorer. There we go. And then I turn it over and I give it the full Monty, as it were. I clean it top and bottom. So I clean it on the front as well as underneath because everything helps, I think, to get that really nice and clean in that track. And if you think you've missed anything, sometimes you can see some stuff. Just, okay, I think there's a bit there. There's a bit there. Just go back over it and make sure it's clean. You can start getting quite, pedantic, but just give it a good wipe. That's all it really needs, a bit of a rub. And honestly, you will notice the difference. I can guarantee you that unless your trimmer is brand new, put your lid back on, you will notice the difference. And then pop it back in, make sure it's going the right way round. This way round. Otherwise your protective thing will be back to front. There we go. And now we have a nice sparkly trimmer. And you can also clean in the joint here if you want to as well, because look how dusty that is in there. That can get a bit dusty. Clean down here. And make sure that everything's nice and clean. And the next time you cut with your trimmer, you will be amazed at how easy it glides and how unsticky it feels. So there you go. That is my quick tip guide on how to clean your trimmer. I hope it's been useful for you. And I hope that this will help keep your trimmer in perfect working conditions to last you many, many years to come. All right. Thanks ever so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this and you like this tip, pop a comment below. I love to hear from you. And if you have trimmer questions or queries, then also pop those in the comments below too. Thanks ever so much for watching. This is Pip Tobin here for Queen Pip Cards and the Card Making Know-How membership, where I teach beginners how to go from beginner to confident card maker, expert card maker in 4 easy stages. Take care for now. Bye-bye.